Welcome everyone to Banner Saga free on the hard difficulty. Let me import.
We were as far from safety as we could have been. Me, Rook and Alette, in our small town of Skor. So much has changed since then. We traveled the length of the world to escape serpents and dredge. And still it was not enough. What I do now is madness. Somewhere in the darkness, I've been told, lurks an answer to all our desperate questions. I will make sure it sees the light of day. All I care about now is that the friends, no, the family I fought to deliver to Arberrang, live to see the sun move again.
Arberrang, the human capital, under siege by humans. Human refugees, anyway. The gods are dead, the sun has stopped, and darkness is consuming the world. The purple haze. Looks like a black hole or a planet. Get up, they're coming again. Already? How? You're exhausted. Though the king has given you sanctuary in Arberrang, it came with a condition. Do your part to repel the siege on the walls. The siege being waged not by Dredge, but the men who helped you escape from Borisgard, Rugga. Rugga's loyalists are already back, and they've got a battering ram. Rook, are you alright? Remind me how we ended up coming all this way for all that fire just to fight our own kind. I know, I hate it too. There's thousands of refugees out there, but there's only one reason they're waging a war. Rugga. And he watches safely from a war tent while his bannermen assault the gates. The man poisons everything he touches. He's tried to take the throne in Arberrang before, the rumor goes. I almost can't blame the king for leaving him to the crows. But the rest of them don't deserve to suffer for it. You hear a chorus of shouts from the gates, and a resounding creaking of wood. Arberrang's guards rush to their stations. They've broken through the front gate. Hurry, we can't let them get a foothold. Okay. I had to play Banner Saga 1 and Banner Saga 2. I tried to get everyone to level 10. I didn't quite succeed. I'm just gonna change after I promote her first and foremost. So, promote Cannery to 10 and then get that on her. Okay, that should be enough. I tried to get everyone to 10. I didn't quite succeed. Let me check difficulty. Okay, it's on hard. Good. Let us begin. I didn't do it at Cannery because you get her very late in the game. I didn't do it in it because, well, plainly forgot. Though that's not a bad thing because I probably wouldn't have the renown otherwise. Come quick. They're nearly through. So they broke through the gate. So be it. What are we looking at here? 2 archers, couple of shields. Okay. Sometimes burn then. Burn all of them. End the turn. Not too worried about that, to be honest. Come on. Yeah. Not exactly the best position over there, but it's fine. Alright, that should do. Need to deal with this spearman over here though. First, they cut down his armor. Yeah, I can't afford to lose him. Alright, spear throw over there should be enough. And now, to deal with this fellow over here. Alright, the critical strike. Oh. Didn't quite expect that one. Well, I forced them to go for the fire. And the gates are secure again. Now, I like to point out that Rugga in the second game more or less tells you flat out that you can't take the gates of Arberrang. Or that maybe you might take the lower city, this part right here, but the upper city and then the black walls, which are at the very top. Yeah, they throw everything at this assault, hoping to surprise Arberrang's target guards and get the battering ram through. It almost worked, if not for you. The enemy pulls back, leaving you amongst the groans of wounded and dying. That spineless bastard, Olive sobs. She kneels over the body of a boy someone slapped a helmet onto. One of Rugga's fighters, but far too young. Today was probably the first time he ever held a sword than the last. No more, she swears, dashing off towards Rugga's war tent across the battlefield. The retreating and tired enemy are slow to respond. Odd, stop, you shout to deaf ears. The others give you a quick look before chasing after her, expecting the worst. She loves to do shit like this, doesn't she? Ah, yes. And I started a romance with her. Fun times. Maybe I'm regretting that particular decision. No, I'm gonna stick with Cannery. And the reason is, she's got that item which gives her a fairly significant advantage. Okay, I'm gonna promote Rook to level 11 in heroic titles. Monster Killer. Will on... Okay. Or Will. The Foolish, the Forsaken. 1 damage with no adjacent allies. 2 damage with no adjacent allies. Let's go with Oathmaker. Now part of this is driven by RP reasons, obviously with Rook. Alright. Hold on, and Luden. And with Luden... Yes, get resistance. Yeah, let's go with Bloodletter. And I'd say that's about it, right? Hold on, let me see what item he has. It's fine. Rook. Could be worse, but I think I'll stick with this. What about her? Yeah, she's fine. Him. Hold on. Gives 1 strength. Okay, yeah, I'll stick with that. Hakon. Oh yeah, he has got the Oath of Under. And okay, let's begin. So, Leaf, Hakon, Gris, Rook, and Luden. We're trying to keep everyone alive. You can't actually succeed in that respect, by the way, but you can keep a lot of people alive nonetheless. Oh, I hate this setup. Like, okay, so it's not bad with these guys over here. It seems this guy is always going to be here. But what's bad is you have 3 enemies right at the start over on that side, so that's going to be a real painful situation. Alright, I'm gonna... Well, I don't have much of it. Alright, I need to clear a path. Alright, that should be close. Yeah, nice. I might end up losing Hakon over here. Okay, I'm gonna take Ludin. And stick this guy like a pig. As you might imagine, this is a bit problematic. Alright, that should keep Luden alive at least. Alright. Okay, we made it through, mostly. Gris is gone, but... hey, you don't have a perfect battle on your hands most of the time. It's a shame too, because he's a damn good tank. But he did it. The tent's interior has become a gruesome mix of blood and ash. Put your blades away, shouts Rugga, held by the throat. I am beaten, he smirks. Suspicion washes over you like burst dam. I certainly hope the king shows you his full gratitude for your heroics. Yeah, let's not be petty. Tell your men to clear a path to the gates. Rugga waves his hand. His men bristle around you like foreign trees. At the gates of Arberrang, guards clap Rugga in chains, and you wait. You spend a long, silent period without leave. I do it again, she finally whispers, referring to her reckless attack on Rugga's tent. Hours later, a message arrives. The gates are slowly drawn open, to your great surprise. King Mainolf decrees an end to this fighting. He welcomes all refugee into the city, shouts a man in Arberrang's colors. But as the captain of his guard, I warn you, do not test his generosity. Elio wonders aloud, welcome, after all this killing. Well, yeah, welcome to the lower city, I suppose. It's not gonna be great, though. A crush of people slowly pile through the gates, squeezing close together. The guard captain calls you over as you pass. He has Rugga close at hand. You have my attention for dealing with Rugga. It seems your reputation has some truth to it. King Mainolf has asked for you to personally be his honored guest. I've been ordered to escort you to a gathering at the Great Hall, along with this cur. Rugga flashes a sort of grin that makes him so punchable. Good to see you again, Petrus. A captain now, you've been busy. Petrus restrains himself. You consider the king's surprising orders. Why risk taking Rugga alive? Unfortunately, there are important things in the corners of his dark mind that need to see the light of day. First, he'll be chained to a cell wall, and that'll make him regret being born. Such fury over the poor king catching a fever. It can make you regret it now, Rugga, if you prefer. King Meinolf will speak to you, both, when we reach the Great Hall. And do me a favor, I've got enough to deal with ushering in all these new refugees. I won't let Rugga out of my sights. So, he has poisoned the king. That's what he does at the end of the second game. Look how many people there are already. There's about to be a whole lot more. I don't care for how many looks we're getting. The fields between the outer and inner walls of Arberrang are brimming with different people and clans. All stare as the masses enter. A pair of curious children run to you in awe. "Can I ride a horse, people?" gasps a young boy. His mother grabs him by the arm, blurting apologies. A man with a short banner of his own approaches. "Excuse my wife and son. There isn't anyone in Arberrang who hasn't heard of you." "We're a small clan," he continues, "of strong men and smart women. Give us the honor of joining our banner to yours." Ali gives you an uncertain shrug. "Any allies are welcome in these times." The man claps you on the shoulder, and many other clans promise to suit their banners to yours as you travel towards the Great Hall. 100 clansmen, 10 fighters, 50 supplies. That's fine. That's actually quite fine. So I have 100 more clansmen, quite an army. Barter thrives in the shadow of catastrophe as people haggle their treasured family heirlooms for a handful of grain. Between robbery and theft, it's been a real problem, Petrus tells you. Eventually, we gave up patrolling the lower rings of Arberrang, every man for himself down here. You pass more than a few reminders of better times. Though gossip is traded freely, most items and supplies are outrageously expensive. Still, you can afford to take a look. Alright, let's see what I can... just a couple of supplies. Yep. Just enough to get me through another day. No. Okay, 10 days of supply. And he just let everyone outside in. Keep your eyes open. Some of these people were ready to kill us just hours ago. Thought you'd get away with this, a man slurs nearby. He and his cronies are already drinking their way through the streets. We demand justice. He bleats in the face of a confused horseborn. Ahead, more horseborn near up at spear point. Canary and her companions thrust weapons and words back at their accuser, unintimidated. "I knew this would be trouble," Petrus grumbles. Petrus's guards try to separate the horseborn and angry clansmen, but only manage to make things worse. You catch Rugga chuckling under his breath. "Justice for Tolier" turns into a chant, spreading until it affects a great mass of people. "The horseborn came with you," he accused. "They're protecting murderers. Someone attacks and others follow." Okay. Well, I'm gonna replace him with good old Mocker. And I think I should level a hack on. Yep. No, you're not gonna get... maybe... Forsaken, Hopeful, Last Man Standing, The Mountain. I mean, I know I just leveled him, but if you look at the kills, it's kind of sounding ridiculous. So is the case with Rook. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be at any risk of failing this, to be honest. I like how with each game they reduce their level up requirements by quite a bit. And you only need 28 over here. Huh. Wait, 10? I mean, I guess the titles are what cost the most. Weird, but still not something I necessarily want to complain about. Alright, yeah, let me think about this. Cannery has a lot of kills. You know, Ursa. But not first. Yep, let's do it. Kill the rabble rousers in blue and the rest may flee. We'll see about this. Well, I can always run. Horseborn are exceptionally good. That may end up being a mistake. Alright, Gunnulf is just gonna finish him. Well, I killed a few of them at least, beyond just the guys in blue. I would have preferred to kill more, but as a battle is longer. And obviously I don't want to get another wounded Varl. Cannery, the usually charismatic leader of a large horseborn tribe, wears a deep scowl. Why men attack? Why so much shout? Everyone thinks your horseborn pillaged Tolir. This is important, Cannery. Is it true? City to east. Yes, kill many men. Take many things. You need more? Alif's mouth opens but finds no words. You admit it. You plundered Tolir and killed the people there. Many food, many weapons bring to you. You eat, you take. You slaughtered them and gave their things to us. Canary looks from Oddleaf to you puzzled, then back to Oddleaf. Her front hooves pound the dirt and she gestures in the air. You kill at walls, you kill on road, men, horseborn, every. No, damn. It's not the same thing, she doesn't get the difference. They must have done this before we even met them. How are we going to explain this away? There's nothing to explain, we either defend them or we don't. Canary. We will protect you, but you must do exactly as I say from now. She trots nervously in place, then exhales through her nose and frowns. We listen, for now, but we are not pets. I have to hope this is all going to be worth the trouble, Oddleaf. Me too. Well, horseborn are very fucking powerful, and I just spent a lot of renown on her, so of course I'm not gonna exile her for... Either way, making our way through all of this. Looks like a nightmare. A real nightmare. We're in effectively the suburbs of Arberrang and we're seeing so many people. Too many. In the crowds, you notice Nuvarl, who had just now entered the gates. Hakon has gone off to meet them and eventually catch up. A familiar face glares in your direction as he speaks. Eventually, we cross paths of Bolverk and his ravens at the old fort. You remember Bolverk, the berserker? Hard to forget. I thought I did some hard marches in our day, but not like this. Bolverk went his own way. Luckily, we arrived when we did. I wasn't sure Arberrang would still be here or where you went. Have they treated you well since we parted, Hakon? Well enough, all things considered. Fasolt gives you a cold stare. Don't think I've forgotten why Einar Toft fell, little one, or forgiven. The bridge had to be destroyed. I don't expect you to understand, but at least keep your mouth silent. Hakon, where's the rat-haired and the responsible anyway? Gone to the north, into the darkness. Juno and Ivan claimed they can solve this. Is that so? Juno and Ivan? Makes you wonder who started the trouble in the first place. Time is gone, Einar Toft is gone, Jornand gone. The dredge, on the other hand, Bolverk said he ran across Isles near Bindal, and Bellower is probably on his way here right now. We defeated Bellower at Borsgard, I saw it myself. Bellower doesn't die, and what of the others like Walker or Seif? We don't know where they went. Is Zubin around here somewhere to write these things down at least? Afraid not, he decided to go south, to the Horseborn lands. Of course he did. Then I guess we're the last Varl, Hakon. Let us bring ruin to the dredge like the good old days. Of our bones to the hills. Hakon breaks it into a wide grin, clasping forearms with Fasolt, a strange gladness about them. Of our bones to the hills. Well, at least I got the new Varl. We almost have 300 Varl, and then there's one over here as well, so it seems that these are not the last Varl in existence. The path crossing the field from the outer gate to the inner black rock is longer than it looks, but you walk through dense smoky streets escalating towards the rise in the black rock plateau. Rugga shuffles beside the guard who carries chains. He has been unusually quiet, but now he speaks softly in your ear. Careful, Hunter, he says even before you hear the shots. Looks like trouble ahead. It is trouble. A few yards ahead, you spy one of Petrus's guards face down an arrow in his head. Petrus curses angrily and runs ahead just as armed men appear from the crowd, surrounding him and attacking his guard. It would be a tragedy if something happened to him. It's lucky that you do, as the guard holding Rugga's chain topples from an unseen axe. Before Rugga can slink away, you knock him off his feet just as the assassin approach from the flank. Oh, I'm not stupid, Rugga. I wasn't born fucking yesterday, you son of a bitch. Alright, promote you, so. I don't think I need hunker down with her, and I've gotten everything else, haven't I? So... I guess I should just, yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, the Forsaken, why not? Spitzer as well. Should I promote her, or should I just start switching to someone else? I mean, kinda need some of the kills, right? The interesting thing over here, done move the whisper. Yeah. Yeah, let's get some bonus hit chance with her. Wait, we're slowly working on it. I need to stop getting kills or rucked out. Quickly, don't let Rugga slither his way out of this one. Of course not. As I said, not born yesterday, Rugga. Oh, I know who you are, boy. This is gonna be an issue, isn't it? I just won't accept that. Honestly. But I was prepared for Rugga to try a little trick like that. But yes, I positioned my guys badly. I should take a look at exactly who's gonna, like, what range they have. Or maybe just position them a bit further to the back, because clearly some of them are capable of doing this. That guy, by the way, is a hero. One of Rugga's heroes. Or Rugga's henchman. I think he kills Ludin if you send him off, off with him in one particular choice you have in Banner Saga 2. You look like you could use some help. Wait, how the hell did you guys get over here? Not that I'm gonna complain, but still. Let me help. Hold on. Well, things aren't looking extremely rosy, but this is survivable. Okay, we won. Rugga didn't get away. He so desperately wanted to, though. Like a rat. Maybe we should kill him. Petrus rallies his men with tremendous skills. Yukoga repelled the ambush with his help, wiping his body clean of blood. Petrus then leans into Rugga hard with fists and feet until the man is hurled in a quivering ball on the ground. The thrashing ends when Petrus is satisfied and a fighter who joined you in battle paces ahead. Bastards. Utter bastards. It's been a miserable, hard road, and I wasn't willing to watch good men go down like that. I'm good, Munder, he continues. Lots of us here from Bindal. I was captain there myself. He glances at his banner trampled and bloody and notices your... Though I'll admit, we could be doing a lot better. You take the hint. I swear it, Grimdar. Alright, we've got a lot of people. I'm not sure how sustainable this is. Looks like an awful lot of stairs. I know that my men all feel safe watching from above. Finally approach the black stone walls deep at the center of Arberrang. Petrus instructs you to head up the stairs while he hauls Rugga away. Oddly huffs when she learns she can't join you. I guess only important people are invited, she says. I'll try to find a place for the rest of us. Where do you think is best? As far as impossible, near the Great Hall. We're not the first with the idea, says Arleif. We'll step on some toes, but I'll do what I can. As Arleif... Up is... There is where we want to be, maybe, if you had the king's ear. Okay. The Black Rock Plateau casts a long indigo shadow over you like a storm cloud. As you climb the steps, the view shifts from verdant green hills into a morbid panorama of carnage and darkness. Eventually you come to stand beside rich and powerful men with long names and banners, called before King Menolf as you were. Hakon and Seer, as well as Canary, both given a wide berth. From where you stand at the back of his enormous hall, King Menolf looks small and withered upon the throne. He speaks slowly, as if stepping carefully through the cobwebs of old memories. You can only hear bits and pieces about change of heart and protecting the weak. Eventually you give up trying to make out the words. Suddenly the hall goes silent. Everyone has turned to stare at you. The king beckons and you approach. With this, the king sends the crowd away and takes you aside privately. You are to be thanked in person for bringing my son home to me. Now I am afraid I must selfishly beg a favor of you. The road between Borsgard and Arberrang is long, especially shared with men like Rugga. Tell me, how did you fare in his company? Rugga made things difficult, but we had an understanding. Good, if you don't understand a man, you don't understand his action. And you end up surprised when he puts a dagger in your back. Menolf knowingly pats his own shoulder with a weak smile. I expect you already know this, but the man poisoned me. He did it when we met in good faith to negotiate peace. My mentors have been unable to find a cure. Rugga and I have something of a long and miserable history. He would gladly watch me wither on the throne. Perhaps you can coax an antidote from him. Convince him on my behalf. My clansmen have many needs. The king leans back and studies you with narrow eyes. I can respect one who puts their clansmen first. What would you ask? We need a safe place to rest in Arberrang. Space could be made here, atop the Black Rock Plateau. The other families may not like it, they'll make do. The king calls for Petrus, and you soon hear his hard boots echoing off the high ceilings. My king, Captain Petrus, our good friend Rook has agreed to speak with Rugga. And Petrus, follow our guest's orders. You are now his to command as he needs. Well, We need the position. Food can wait. Safety is more important. Alright, Costin here, signing out.